gentlemen, we have made it to the 11th day of the 12 days of winter. It's my pleasure to introduce your co-host for tonight, Mr. Jason Wasuko. Jason, how are you doing tonight, bud?
Can you hear me?
There we go.
Hello?
There we go.
Oh, hey. How's it going, Cheston? It's live TV. We're doing good.
Hey, we're making it through. Jason, those ears, absolutely fantastic. I can see you're in the spirit. Next up, we got Glenn here, the other part of the Smugglers Galaxy podcast train. Glenn, how are you doing tonight, bud?
I am doing good, my man. How are you?
I appreciate you being here. And last but not least,
no problem.
Mr. Narayan, how are you doing tonight, sir?
Doing great. Thanks, Justin.
Yeah, I appreciate all of you guys being here and everything you've done. And let's give it up for the man behind the scenes, Mr. Mark Rusciano, putting all this together. Thank you very much, Mark. Thank you very much. Guys, so we've been, we're on day 11 of 12 days of winter here. We have had some technical difficulties. We've discussed this already. Facebook, just dropping us down on the algorithm, making it really difficult to find stuff. So we're going to extend a few things, right? So we're gonna let some competitions go a little longer. We do have some contest winners to announce later on this evening. We do have a special night planned for you guys. But Jason, why don't you start off with one of the days you hosted, #Art2, something you actually proposed early on in the quarantine. We got Nick Mugley involved. Nick, unfortunately, did have to back out, but you took over with your awesome Bob Ross video that we all saw. That was fantastic. Let's go over the #Art2 and kind of what we're going to do with that, extending it forward through the holiday season.
Yeah, so #Art2, that's our coloring contest. We have some coloring sheets up live on the page right now. So if you go to the Georgia Alliance page on Facebook, you go to the Files tab, you're going to see 3 different options that you can download. There's a Gong Droid, there's the R2D2 unit, and then the drawing that Nick made, which is the Wampa with the Christmas tree, which is really cute. So that, download one of those, color it in, upload it to our page, #Art2. And we're going to take that until December 19th at 9 p.m. Excuse me, December 18th at 9 p.m. And we have these really cool trading cards. I ordered this. This is my copy. You're not going to get this, but you'll get the exact same thing. So these are Ewok cards that I guess he's a top artist too. And these are like professional, legit cards. They're awesome. And so you have the ability to win one of 3 of these sets. He also donated some stickers that he made. It's got my favorite, Salacious Crumb, is part of that sticker group. So yeah, download those drawings, color them in, upload them, #Art2, and you do it by Friday.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Nick he was gracious enough to donate 3 of those sets of cards, plus just a handful of these stickers. So we've got some random ones to throw in. So again, all you got to do, go to the Files tab, download the file, print it out, color it in, have some fun with you and your family, and upload it. Use #Art2, and you'll get entered in. It's just going to be a random drawing. You don't have to be Picasso, right? Yeah. So everybody just have fun, right, Jason? That's kind of the whole point.
Absolutely. Ages, if you could pick up a crayon to, grandparents, anyone can do it. Anyone can win.
Yeah, absolutely. So we really want some participation there. And again, that's going to go till December 18th. That's that next Friday. Glenn, coming to you. And unfortunately, we couldn't have John Waterhouse on tonight, but John Waterhouse posted a really good hashtag yesterday for the 10th day that's gotten some pretty decent traction, but we want to give people plenty of time to participate. Do you want to talk about that one?
Yeah, what he did was, it's called #Holiday Card, and basically just do a holiday card with your family. We've got some really cool ones. I think Tony's was one of the best ones, holding that AT-AT. That was hilarious. That was a good chuckle right out of the 80s with that. But there again, on that one, we're going to do the same thing. December 18th at 9 p.m., we're going to announce the winners of that. And what we have is an Australian Clone Wars poster. We have for first place. Second place, you're going to get some Galaxy of Adventure little figurines. And one of the Stormtrooper pins from Celebration when they postponed it. You got that little Star Wars. Got that Stormtrooper pin.
The Stormtrooper pin.
Sort of an incentive.
Yep.
Right, the Stormtrooper pin.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then third place, you're going to get a swag pack.
Yeah. So that
So-
first place prize, that Clone Wars poster, was actually exclusive to Australia. It's a poster. It's not quite a full one sheet. It's not a 27 by 41, but it's a little bit smaller. And but it was exclusive to Australia, so it's for that Clone Wars final season. Not quite sure why they put them out there, but we got one donated here to the club. So again, yeah, we just want everybody to. What was the hashtag again, Glenn? Do you recall?
Holiday card.
Yeah, hashtag holiday card. Yeah, so if you want to have fun, get the family together, take a photo. Obviously, the more Star Wars theme you make it, the better. And Photoshop whatever you want to do, right? We just trying to get everybody to participate.
Yep. We got some good ones. So yeah, just put
Yeah.
'em out there.
So again, December 18th, 9:00, we're gonna go live. We're gonna announce the contest winners there, and that leads me to Narayan, and I think this is the most important thing. For those of you that have been members of the club for a long time, this will be 3 years ongoing. We've always had the winter social this weekend, the second weekend of December, and it. As everything we do in this club, it's always been a charitable aspect, right? And we're always trying to give back. Normally, it's Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. That's our normal fundraising partner. However, for the winter social each year, it's always been a toy drive, right? And so normally we have these in-person meetups, which unfortunately we can't have this year. But we want to try and still give back to the community, right? And this is a good way we could give back abroad. Narayan, do you want to talk about what we're trying to do with Toys for Tots this year and what we have to give away?
Yeah, absolutely. Again, Toys for Tots is a program run by the U.S. Marine Corps, and basically they have bins in local businesses all throughout the country, and you can just bring your new toys and just donate them into the bin. And that we're doing that in lieu of our annual toy drive, where we collect everything at the winter social and take it all at once to Children's Healthcare. So this way, anyone anywhere can donate and participate in this. And again, as an incentive, we are offering another one of our Wilro Hood ice cream patch sets. So this is a great way for you to give to your fellow man, give to the community, give to the kids, and also get entered into a raffle to win a great prize.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. That patch set has taken its own legs, right? I mean, people have really driven towards that. I mean, people are really trying to collect that, trying to get it early. And so here's another opportunity that anybody across the country can participate in and take part of. Just go to your, local donation center and drop it off. And again, this will be announced on December 18th. And kind of the reason why we're pushing everything to December 18th is, from what we can tell nationally, December 16th is the last day to donate to Toys for Tots. So we're giving everybody full opportunity. Let's get those donations out there. We just want to see the club, kind of give back and do the best we can. I think last year for the Winter Social, which was one of the biggest events we had over 100 toys donated here in person at Jen and I's house. So let's eclipse that by multiple times over, right? Like, that's kind of the goal. So there's a little bit of housekeeping for some of the events that we've had lined up for these 12 days. And again, we've got a few events lined up for tonight. And when me and the guys come back later, we are going to announce some winners. However, we've got something coming up before that, right, that we need to talk about. And it's something that's special and means a lot to me. And I've tried to support as much as possible. And that's Rancho Obi-Wan. And I know all you guys are big supporters, and we all, really enjoy the virtual gala. Jason, I think you participated in the gala, that virtual weekend. Did you have some memories from that you wanted to share with the club?
Yeah, I love listening to Ashley talk, Ashley Eckstein and Dave Filoni. Those are
It's very special.
The main, yeah, and people that inspire me to make like that child video that you saw at the beginning there. So really, it's just listening to those interviews, seeing Steve walk through the ranch. There's so much there to just look at, and I mean, it's just amazing to be there. And I mean, I got a lot of stuff behind me, but not anything compared to what Steve has up there on the ranch. And there is a donation button. I don't know if you could see it. People watching, I think it's over here, maybe over here. So smash that donation button and send a donation to Steve to help keep the lights on, to help the mission to inspire through preserving all the stuff that Star Wars has come out with, and really making sure that future generations can see that. Another thing that the ranch did during the 2017 celebration that my family really liked was the bedroom of like 1979, 1980, and it was just a bedroom just decorated with all Star Wars stuff. And that's just more than preserving stuff from that time. It's preserving our childhood. So a lot of people can say that's what my childhood looked like. I remember having those sheets. I remember having that robe, and it was just really cool to see. And that's the kind of stuff that they do, and it's important to support that.
Had like the record player laid out and all the records stacked up, and you could just like go through and see, and that old school like disco Star Wars Galactic Funk record and all that stuff. I mean, that was really special. That brings up good memories for me and my wife too. Amazing. And like you kind of said, just so everybody knows, this stuff doesn't go, this doesn't go straight into Steve's pocket so he can buy his next 12 back. Not that he probably needs a 12 back, right? Like this is, unfortunately, right? Like every business is failing this year, or maybe not failing. That's might be too harsh, but there are certain things that are happening during COVID, and so tours and things like that are money generators for the ranch are not happening right now, and they're being responsible, right? They're doing their part. They're being responsible. They're helping stop the spread of COVID. And this money that you donate to the ranch never goes like straight into him buying a collectible. This goes towards insurance, which is going up because of the wildfires of California. This money is going towards, cleaning and, just all various things. It actually zero of these dollars ever go for him to acquire anything. This is just to preserve this collection, preserve this museum, which I think, that's one reason why we started the Georgia Alliance of Star Wars Collectors. It's a community of collectors coming together and helping each other out, right? So I think we owe it, to Steve for taking his time today, which we're going to see him here in a minute. But I think we owe it to him, right? Like, Narayan, I've helped you out. Clint, I've helped you out. Jason, I've helped you out. You guys have all helped me. This is just one more way to help him out. So click that donate button, throughout the whole video tonight. Narayan, you, I believe, are the only one of us that actually have been to the ranch. Do you have a quick story you might want to share?
Yeah, it was actually, the ranch, as many of you know, is actually north of San Francisco, actually quite a ways up from, it's in, north of, I think in the Sonoma, kind of Napa Valley area. And one of the hardest things is the tours are only offered on the weekends. And so when we got there, we essentially we arrived on like a Sunday. So that was the only day we could actually get to the tour. So literally after getting off of the airport, I had to convince my wife and family, like, we have to drive all the way to Rancho Obi-Wan before we check into our hotel. So we drove all the way up there, got there in time. And it's just an amazing place to be. You feel like a kid again, and it's just from the displays that are there, and obviously not everything can be seen on display, but what he has on display is just amazing to see, and really an unforgettable experience. Every Star Wars collector needs to go there once.
Well, guys, maybe the four of us can get together and spearhead a club trip. Now, Ryan, when you were there, did you or did you not give him some club swag? Is that true?
Yes, I did. I think I gave him a shirt and a patch at the time. So, yeah.
Well done, sir. Well, maybe we can all spearhead something. We get the club all the way out there, right? Maybe we can get the whole club once it's safe to travel, right, guys?
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, gentlemen, if you will hold with me for, a little bit of time. We got a few things to get through here real quick. Mr. Mark Rusciano behind the scenes. If you're ready, I think we're ready to see the ranch.
Hi, this is Steve Sansweet at Rancho Obi-Wan. Greetings to the Georgia Alliance of Star Wars Collectors and your winter virtual social. Things have been a little difficult this year, I know, but thank you for tuning in. And we have a bunch of questions that you folks asked, and so we'll go through some of them. Well, I like everything, but that's besides the point. Among the ornaments, besides the Hallmark ornaments, I love the Radco ornaments from I think they were back in the 90s. It was a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
You know what goes really well together?
What?
Purple glitter and Chewbacca.
I hadn't thought about that before, but you're right. And I love the annual 501st Legion ornaments. This year, 2019, it was Kylo Ren and the Rebel Legion ornaments. So those are cool. And then the handmade ornaments. So this is made by Amy Schoberg up in the Seattle area. And this is Chewbacca in his Life Day robes. I've got an idea. I think I would have a beautiful gift wrap box, and inside this box would be the head of Grand Moff Tarkin. Wouldn't that be a surprise for someone to unwrap? Well, there are two things that come to mind with the holidays. One of them is the Star Wars Christmas album. What can you get a Wookiee for Christmas when he already has a comb? R2-D2, I wish you a Merry Christmas. That wasn't so good. And the other thing, of course, is the 1978 Star Wars Holiday Special, which we all loved to death. But it introduced Life Day, and I have a favorite item from that. My friend Amy Schoberg, again from the Seattle area, who did this wonderful Life Day basket of Chewbacca, Mala, Lumpy, and Itchy. Huh? Well, I would say, as far as unexpected, something that I didn't know existed, and this was in 1980, and good friends of mine who really weren't into Star Wars, knew nothing about Star Wars. I don't even know if they had seen the Star Wars movies. They were ladies who owned a restaurant and worked in restaurants and things like that, but we were really good friends. And they came up with hardcover editions of The Art of Star Wars and The Art of The Empire Strikes Back. Now, I had both books. I thought they only came out in softcover, and this was before the days of the internet, before you knew. And I was thrilled to get them, and therefore I looked for the hardcover version of The Art of Return of the Jedi when it came out. But these were totally unexpected and got me very excited. It's very hard to get me a Star Wars Christmas gift these days that I don't have, or certainly that I don't know about. Lucasfilm holiday party. Well, there were actually two parties to go to at Lucasfilm, especially when we were at Skywalker Ranch. There was the big party that was in a company-wide party that included ILM and LucasArts and THX when that was part of the company, and that would be in a big facility off-site. But then there was a smaller party that was just sort of sparkling grape juice and sometimes wine and
The cookie party.
Cookies.
Yes, they
Cookies.
still do the cookie
They
party.
still do the cookie party. Well, I'm a
Yes.
cookie monster, and I love the cookie party. And I love Star Wars cookies. I love any kind of cookies. In fact, these are probably 20 years old, and they're actual cookies, and they're still wrapped in plastic. My Pepperidge Farm cookies I tried to shellac many years ago. Those were from 1983-84, and they eventually completely deteriorated, so I just have the boxes for them. And these are from Star Wars cookie cutters. And these were used by our Rancho Obi-Wan super bakers for sugary tops of special cupcakes for one of our in-person galas. Well, what happened at the Lucasfilm holiday party, the cookie party, is there were never enough for me, and yet I couldn't eat too much. And so I brought some big napkins along and little plastic baggies, little Ziploc bags. And I thought nobody was looking, and I would take some cookies like gingerbread men and sugar cookies shaped in the shape of stars, and put them in the Ziploc bag and stick them in my jacket pocket. And then one of the executives at Lucasfilm saw me doing it, and I turned red. I was so embarrassed. Not enough to stop doing it, though. Well, I always thought that Luke and original Obi-Wan never had enough time together. And you imagine, after Luke learned so much, what he could discuss with Obi-Wan in person rather than the spirit of Obi-Wan. So I would invite Luke Skywalker. Oh, this is the Meerkat British version of Luke Skywalker. And Obi-Wan Kenobi, you didn't know he had glasses, but he does, because it's actually Sergey as Obi-Wan Kenobi for Meerkat movies, and Alexander as Luke Skywalker for Meerkat movies in the UK.
UK or Australia?
UK.
Oh.
Luke Skywalker is greatest Jedi hero in whole galaxy. Is, I think they left out a word here. He's so young and brave. Are you sure this isn't from China? He's so young and brave. Nouns, participles, particles, whatever. Alexander, and they all come with certificates of adoption too. Mirpup Oleg. This says Alexander. I don't understand. The British are so difficult to understand sometimes. But Obi-Wan and Luke Skywalker. Remember the lady's leg in A Christmas Story that was a lamp that was such a big part of the story? Well, custom figure Buzzard Guts maker did this. This is number 5 out of 35, and this is the mashup with C-3PO's leg and a little shade and a very nicely illustrated card. A friend of mine, Gordon Tarpley, has actually made a full-size C-3PO leg lamp. One of these days we'll get one for Rancho Obi-Wan.
A must.
A definite must. I love the Golden Girls.
Me too.
So, B. Arthur as the bartender in the cantina, Akmina. That was okay, but like the whole holiday special, parts of it were okay, except for the Boba Fett animation, which was great. So I would say she was a better Golden Girl. Well, you know, holiday dinners like Thanksgiving and Christmas time, people tend to overeat. So I would do something Star Wars-ish that would just sort of give them a helpful hint not to overeat. The Star Wars Chunkies from China. And there they are. I think Luke is about to belch.
Everybody has a hamburger, but Darth Vader has a taco.
And the Stormtrooper has a gyro.
Hey, Georgia Alliance. Trent Bailey here, coming to you live from the Haney compound with the first ever episode of Collectibles of the Week Live. It's going to be a new concept with the Georgia page where we're going to take all the collectibles of the week that we go through in a month, and then we're going to bring it back at the end and we're going to talk about them. We're going to highlight some of the key things that were posted. We're going to bring some of you other members who may not post too much. We're going to bring some stuff up that you have posted. We want to get everybody involved. That's the number one thing. But at the end of the month, ideally, we're going to have a nice big collection video and a interview with a collector that maybe hasn't been as active, or someone that's super active, or someone who hasn't shown a collection yet. So it's going to be a kind of a trial run tonight, but I expect that next week, at the end of the contest and everything that 12 Days of Winter is doing, we're going to actually do a full live video. So, without further ado, I'd like to introduce my first guest for this episode. It's going to be Mark Rusciano, the man behind the mask, or behind the banner, or behind the wizard.
Thank you, Trent. Do I get to do what everyone else does? Can you hear me? I want to do what everyone else does when they. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. Can everybody hear me? Is this okay?
No, yeah, I can hear you, but I can't see you at all.
Oh, really? Oh, that's a shame.
Don't worry, I'm joking. I can totally see you. You're beautiful. So what's up, man? How's life treating you?
It's good. It's actually really good to see your face. We were just discussing offline that I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. You and Corey. Hope everything's well. I did want to say one thing before we get into this awesome idea that you have to kind of take the collectible week thing, a hashtag that a lot of us have seen in other groups, and kind of make it something different. I think that's a really good initiative. But I did want to point out, I want to just say a little thing about Rancho Obi-Wan. Obviously, that donate button is down at the bottom of the screen. I really encourage everybody. Even if it's $1, $5, whatever it is, just do it. I know Justin did a great intro earlier to why we're putting it there, why we did that, and why Steve was a part of this virtual social. But having helped produce the gala, and somebody who's been a member of the ranch for almost a decade, I will tell you that I had no idea of the operating costs that it takes. I'm not going to share information that I'm privy to, but because of working with the gala, but what they lost in a celebration, in a year where celebration's gone, where in-person tours are gone, where the gala, which is their big fundraiser, was in-person gala was gone. They also had a barbecue planned, for the first time in the summer. It's a lot of operating costs, and if I was in a angrier mood, I would probably say what Justin said a little bit more, with more angst about the misnomer that, oh wow, we're all going to pay for Steve to buy stuff. I wish people make comments like, oh, my collection, I wish I had a gala to fundraise my collection. Well, that's it couldn't be further from the truth, and actually it's a little disheartening when people get competitive like that. The ranch is somebody, if you watch the gala, any portion, I know some people here did, if you watch 12 hours, 4 hours, 1 hour, the thing I took away from this was everybody on there was there for Steve and what Steve has done for them. All the artists that used to hang out in Artist Alley on folding tables at celebrations and didn't get any play or anything, and Steve's the one that made these connections. You hear Seth Green talk about what Steve's done for him. All these people, Steve has done so much. The ranch is less about the collection, less about what's there, and it's more about like a hub for opportunity and for growth. And that's what I know that Ann and Steve want to keep doing. That's what they're doing behind the scenes. And to me, it's more than just things hanging on a wall. Sorry, Trent, didn't mean to hijack the collectible of the week thing, but I just wanted to get that out there. So.
Yeah, and I think that goes for what the Georgia group here is trying to do also. I mean, the idea is trying to build community and build relationships more than build a collection. The collecting pieces are awesome, and we're going to highlight a lot of amazing things through this, but the main goal is to bring us all closer together. And so I think part of the idea, with this whole thing is trying to get people that may not be active to be active. There's a lot of things that people collect. There's a lot of different variations of things to collect. And so there's a whole lot of stuff out there, and a lot of people that have stuff we don't even realize. So kind of moving into what you collect. What is your thing? You like Ugnaughts, right?
Yeah, big Ugnaught guy. Big. I don't like CCPs so much as I just want Cloud Car. That's it. No, listen, I think another reason why, I've had the privilege of being the first one on Trent's on Trent's segment, and we've talked a lot about this. And I think one of the things that I wanted to bring to the table was the idea that the focus collector, I was never a focus collector. I'll quote Gordy, Gordy Owen, the great Gordy Owen, who's I like Star Wars, right? I always used to say that when people did focus, and then I started about 5 years ago becoming a focus collector. And I think what that did is it kind of opened up the hobby to like a sub hobby, right? I'm from a vintage standpoint, I'm into obviously Leia, or as Sky likes to say, Ganny. Leia original, right? A little bit of Bausch, just so I can compete with Narayan, and Micro Pre-Pro, right? And then from a modern standpoint, the Unleashed pre-production has become. I think I've become the one guy in the hobby that collects that, and I've been a beneficiary of a lot of people helping me out. And Power of the Jedi line of pre-pro, and then bottom of that, I do like film production stuff, like behind the scenes, like boring things like expense reports, blank expense report pads and stuff like that. But the reason that I bring all that up is that that's what I wanted to do with Collectible Week, and Trent's been gracious enough to let me work that angle, which is the sub focus, and how I would have nothing in that focus if it wasn't for certain people. In the Leia focus, in the Power Jedi focus, in the Unleashed focus, it's all based on other people that you don't see tagged on Facebook, things that like we talk about, we share, we help each other out. Like, I'm not saying it doesn't happen on the higher level, but once you get into that sub focus, it really opened up for somebody who's been collecting for almost 40 years. It really opened up a whole other thing for me. So now again, Trent, like we said, we're not gonna we're teasing this tonight, right? So next Friday, as everything that the Georgia group has shifted, next Friday, the 18th at 9 p.m., you and I are going to go live, and we're going to show stuff in my collection, which I think I probably fall in your category you mentioned earlier, which one it was, which category, that I don't often show my collection a lot. So,
Yeah.
I'm yeah.
Yeah, well, and it's
So.
time to unleash the madness, as they might say. So,
Ah.
yeah. So, but do you happen to have a little tease of what
I
we
do.
might be able
I
to see
do.
next week?
Yeah, sure.
Well, can we
So I
see
have
that?
some video. Yeah, I have some video. I have some video of, again, just remember I'm New York. I'm apartment based. Any New Yorkers out there in the Empire State Club or
Yeah.
anybody can probably empathize with the fact that being we're not exactly advertising display focus collectors because our square footage doesn't allow. But I'm going to show you a little bit of my apartment, right? So this is this is, yeah, I know it's small. So I thought, even though I'm in an apartment, having a ping pong table, while it probably wasn't a smart thing to do from a real estate standpoint, I figured, what, I really enjoy table tennis. That's what us people who own ping pong tables call it, is table tennis, right? Yeah. And sometimes when I'm bored, I just like to take some of my collection and go ahead and just pop it up on the ping pong table. This was my 5th barge that I backed, just because I had nothing else to do. This is a bunch of detolfs of custom stuff. There's a lot of things here that kind of bore me. So this is my room where I just put stuff where I'm really bored. So I have a couple other videos I can actually pop in there if you don't mind. Give me 1 second here. Let's see. Let's take a look at. Is this one? Yeah. Here we go. So I
Oh,
don't know if you
I
guys
didn't know
know
you like
this.
Boba Fett.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't. That's actually that's not Boba Fett, right? I don't think it is. I'm not sure. I'm not up to speed on the Mandalorian stuff, so I don't know if that's Boba Fett. These are authentic. These are authentic droids stuff. There's no like Poon in there. There's no custom. That's all stuff from the cartoon from the 90s, I believe, right? I think it was the 90s that cartoon came out. Yeah, these are the things. This is actually the shelf I forget about stuff with. I just put that stuff there, and I wait for Disney to bring back characters, and that's basically what I put there. Whoop! I hit a little button there. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I heard that he's made a way back in the Mandalorian, so I decided to take those out of the closet. Just I don't want to spoil too much. Then there's probably one other video I think I probably have of some stuff.
Yeah, we don't want to tease too much tonight, Mark. I mean, I think you've done a.
Yeah.
You're just opening up a can of worms right
Okay.
now. I
Okay.
mean, this is
Okay.
an
Yeah.
amazing collection.
Yeah, I know. And
Yeah, I
this
mean, it's
is the
almost.
stuff. That stuff I don't even put out. That's my B team. That's the stuff that I keep in the back.
Gotcha. So
So
that's like
yeah,
the Flyers compared to the Rangers.
yeah. Thank you, Trent. Yes, absolutely,
Yeah.
100%. I don't even care about I only brought those out for this video. Prior to that, I
Oh.
actually they're not even normally in acrylics. All those Boba Fett's, they're Boba Fett's, right? Yeah, they're not even normally in
Oh.
acrylics.
Okay.
I keep them. Yeah, they're not even in star cases. They're that knockoff star case. Like, was it like a figure shield
Did,
thing or something? Maybe is that what it is? Maybe.
yeah. Did you print your own like tags for it and grades too? You like graded it yourself?
I did, yeah, yeah. I have a lot of time on my hands, right? Because I have all that,
Oh
you
yeah.
know, space. Yeah, it's either table tennis or making my own grading tags.
Yeah. Or
Yeah, so
making your
I
own videos.
repurpose. True. Yeah, exactly. I have plenty of time to do that. It's just between, I don't have, my kids are all older at this point, so, I don't even remember what I do for a living anymore. But yeah, have we Family Guide this bit long enough?
Yeah, I think so. I think we're good.
Okay, you think we're good? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. That was Narayan's house. I'm sure
Whoa.
everybody out there knows that was Narayan's collection that I was
Yeah.
teasing.
Well, we might as well start it off with a bang. So, now, what about you though? Do you actually have a tease for us? Anything you'd like to share
I
ahead
do.
of next week?
Sure. Here's a little stuff from one of the Leia shelves there. Um, uh, this is a perfect example of I can tell you in that photo right there, the three things that probably pop out to everybody. I would not have had opportunity if it wasn't for a bunch of Leia Focus collectors that kind of um, we're all part of the same group. This little tease for you with the Unleashed stuff. This is another thing, by the way, that came to me. Well, the mock-up came to me from a Hakes auction, but that figure alone, the Han, came to me from someone that knows that I'm this focus. Here's some of the Micro Priest Pro stuff. This is for Blake. There's a transparency for one of my focus in the turret defense. And to go along with that, the beneficiary of being an understudy of Micro Rob, is that I recently have come into this proof right here. So you'll see that. And by the way, I'm showing off some of my custom frame. I've been framing my own stuff and doing my own things during the pandemic. I don't really call it framing so much as crafting. I'm not a framer, but I do get all the parts and pieces and museum acrylic glass and go ahead and put that stuff together on there. So
Yeah, you could sell it on
tease
Etsy
that one
even.
time. Yeah, I could. Yeah. That's the thing of Etsy, right? I can say I'm something, and then just it's kind of like when a blogger used to say they were a reporter, right? They would just copy and paste somebody's actual article and put it on there. So anyway, so next Friday, 9 p.m., Trent's gonna grill me. We're gonna show some stuff, some video,
Yeah.
My apartment is much smaller than Ryan's basement.
Well, it's not the size that matters when it comes to collecting. It's the heart that you put into it. So, anyway, guys, thanks for hanging tight with us here for this kind of little teaser episode. Next week will be a whole lot better. We're going to go with a lot more in depth with Mark. And in the meantime, once again, we're still doing the hashtags for everything for the first 12 days of winter. So that's decorations, hashtag ornaments, hashtag gift picks, hashtag play Hoth. Let's all get out there and do our best SDQ impression. And I know we all can't dress as fly as SDQ, but we can definitely play with our toys just as good. So anyway, keep posting those. We're going to probably bring a couple of your posts out, and we're going to highlight them, and then we're going to talk about Mark's collection a little bit more in depth. And then we'll kind of get a game plan for 2021 and how we're going to go about this, maybe get the collectible of the week kind of set up so you can start planning. Anyway, I hope you all have a great holiday season, and I'm going to bounce back to your admins, okay? Have a great night.
And we're back.
Yeah,
How's it going, guys?
it's good, man. How's it going for you?
Good. Mark has a very familiar collection there, Narayan.
Right.
Yeah.
I never saw that collection before. Come
stuff.
on, Narayan, laugh. That was great. Come
I've been
It
in
was good.
tears for about 10 minutes there. So
Okay. Good. And the Rancho stuff was great too.
Yeah, that was
Absolutely.
cool.
Yeah.
I thought Trent was going to stay. I thought I was going to get to sit in Trent's lap for the second half of this, but I guess that's out of the cards. Ryan, your collection looks amazing again. I mean, Mark's collection. I mean, I don't know what's happening. We'll see.
Yeah, I lend it out every now and then.
But yeah, no, again, guys. So Trent Bailey approached us just after the virtual social back in, what was that, July? Said he wanted to. Well, actually, Trent and Corey did a live video with Mark in the club, and Trent was like, "Man, I kind of want to run with this. I kind of want to make it a monthly segment. This is all Trent's doing. He came up with all the ideas. Totally going to let him run with it. So that's something that will happen Friday, December 18th. And shortly after their video, we will announce the rest of the contest winners that we're not announcing here shortly. So before we get into the contest, and everybody watching live at home, I appreciate you hanging out with us. First off, let's give a big round of applause for Steve Sansweet coming in and showing some support to the club. Man, absolutely amazing that he was willing to do that. Again, I forget which corner, but hit one of the corners down below you. If you're on your phone, go down there under the live video, under the comments, it says donate now. It is insanely simple how easily you can just give money via Facebook. But make sure you donate to Rancho Obi-Wan. If you're on your computer, I'm sure there's a donate click button somewhere around there. Make sure you click it, donate to Rancho. Obviously for a good cause. I gave it my best once over. Mark Rusciano got a little more passionate about it. So, gentlemen, contest. Jason,
Yes.
why don't you give us a little rundown of what your contest was? Again, this is kind of how the club operates, right? We give you the opportunity. Jason ran with this. The prizes he created on his own. I mean, Jason knocked this out of the park. Jason, give us the rundown of your contest, and let's get to the winners.
My contest was the scavenger hunt, which was last Sunday. It was a day-long event. Anytime I posted something to the event page, I asked everyone to post a photo of whatever it was I was asking. Each time someone posted, they were entered into a raffle. That wasn't a point-based system. It was just a raffle. So I had over 58 entries for that raffle. And just going through the prizes real quick. For third place prize was a beer mug with the Georgia Alliance. I don't know if you could see that logo on it.
Surely it's not that one, right? Did they win
No,
that
it's
one?
not this one. It won't come with alcohol. It doesn't come with the hard cider that I'm drinking right now.
Cheers.
But cheers. But you'll get one of these. This is the actual one. For legal reasons, this is the actual one. Second place prize were the custom-made Smuggler Run cards that they hand out at Galaxy's Edge. You'll get this whole set. And first place prize was child socks, a child stocking, and then a custom-made Georgia Alliance Dunkin' Donut gift card. So I hope you like donuts, bagels, or coffee. So with that said, we'll go into the winners. And this, again, was completely randomized. So I'll kind of pick names from hats. And the third place prize went to Tony. Tony Johnson.
Mr.
There he
Tony
is.
Johnson.
He's going to be
photo.
getting... Yep, he's going to be getting that glass, and I will be reaching out to get your address, and I'll mail that to you this week. Second place prize went to Bridget. And there she is.
She had
with
some
her
of the
little
best
daughter.
photos. Some of the best
Yes.
photos.
I mean, look at that smile. That's an adorable smile.
I'm
right there,
glad. I'm
so-
glad they won something. That's great.
Exactly. Yeah, and I appreciate everyone's effort in participating. It was, like I said, a day-long event, so everybody was staying glued to their phone and accumulating everything that they needed to participate. And the first place prize will be, drum roll, Nomini. And this is one of those smorgasbords. Maybe I've had too many hard ciders, but yeah, this is one of those where I asked for multiple pieces in one photo. So I will be reaching out to get your address this week again and sending you all these prizes. So thank you everyone for participating and helping.
No,
with this.
Minnie
I
was one of
really
those that
appreciate
was
it.
like in on it in the very beginning, and she was
Yes,
like on
yes.
it and ready and like amped. So I'm glad she.
Yep.
I guess that's what it takes, right? She was in it from the beginning to the end, and she ended up coming out the winner, right? That's great.
Exactly.
That's awesome. Scavenger hunt, huge idea, huge execution, and I think you killed it, Jason. I really appreciate all
Thank
the
you.
effort you put into that. I think everybody had a really good time with it too. So Lots of participation. Unfortunately, some of us admins weren't allowed to win, right? Because there's rules and games.
Sorry.
I tried to participate as much as I could. Glenn, you had some great photos. Man, I wish I would have sent this to Mark. My favorite photo of the day was the swag hunt was take a photo with the club swag item. And Glenn, you were participating and taking the photos on behalf of your grandchildren, correct? And why don't you go ahead and tell everybody how old your grandchildren are?
They are 3, and the oldest one's going to be 5 on the 18th. So we were running around the house.
The quest was take a photo with a piece of club swag. So Glenn gets them to pose with the Georgia Alliance liquor flask from the ICCC. So it's a 3-year-old smiling, holding a flask that's like half her size. Still one of my favorite photos. I think we should just turn that whole photo into swag. I'm a big fan of that. So good. Jason, you created memories, my man. Excellent. Well done.
Training them young.
Good. Yeah. You got to. So, hey, you got to do what you got to do, man. I'm not going to tell Glenn how to play his game. Cheers. Glenn, not quite a contest, but day 11 today. Day 11 of 12 days of winter. Why don't you tell everybody about day 12? We got quite a bit planned. Take it away.
All right. Day 12 is going to be our live meetup. It's going to be here at my home. Unfortunately, it is all booked up because of COVID. We had to keep the numbers very small for that event. If you guys don't know where we had like 15 people total, including the people that are here at my house. So anyway, the people, the people that are invited, if you don't know my address, please PM me. I'll send you my address. I had to take it off of the event page just to kind of keep so people that didn't PM or didn't weren't invited or didn't RSVP, sorry, won't show up. That way I can keep track of the numbers. But anyway, also at the same time, we will be doing a virtual meetup, virtual Zoom meeting between 2 and 5. And that will be, you'll be able to buy, sell, trade. I'll have something set up here to where we can communicate with everybody in the Zoom meeting. So we're hoping that we can at least do something and have some kind of camaraderie and fellowship and at least something for the holiday season.
Yes. So basically, what time is your meetup going to start again? 2?
At 2:00. Yeah, 2 to 5.
So the virtual meetup's not going to start till 3.
Okay, so 3:00.
Yeah. Yes. So we're going to do 3 to 5. You're going to have something set up there, right? Like where we can see into the live meetup. Then we're going to have our normal Saturday virtual chat, but we're going to kind of change it a little bit, right? So it's going to be buy, sell, trade, kind of room salesy. I got a little graphic I'll put up tomorrow. It's not that good. I'm not a graphic designer, but it's basically like relax, grab a drink, and just hang out with the club. Basically, that's like the idea, right? So for those of you that can't make it to the virtual event, again, it's unprecedented times, and we're doing the best we can here to keep everybody safe. Glenn was gracious enough to open up his home to a handful of members, and all those of you that can't attend, we get to do the virtual thing, right? And again. Right. You guys from New York, you guys from Hawaii, wherever you're from, bring some toys to sell. Maybe we'll buy, sell, trade. Maybe you'll go home with something. So hopefully a good time tomorrow. The live meetup, but those of you that are going to the live meetup, you guys already know it's 2 to 5, and then virtual is 3 to 5. That gets us into, I believe that takes us to our next contest. And our last contest we are going to announce, and I just want to go over it one more time. Some of the contests that are going to be ongoing until December 18th, #Art2. Click on files up at the top of the club page. Download, there's a Gonk Droid and R2, and from artist Nick Mugley, the Hoth Wampa. Download those, print them out, color them up, post them up, #Art2, you'll get entered. It's completely random drawing. That'll be on the 18th. Man, I always forget this hashtag. What's the hashtag for the greeting card? Again, family pics?
holiday card.
Hashtag holiday
Hashtag
card. I'm
holiday
sorry, guys.
card.
John Waterhouse from yesterday. We've had some great entries so far, but hashtag holiday card. Get with your family, take a photo, make it Star Warsy, use Photoshop, do whatever you want to do, get creative. Again, we've got some great prizes for that. The Clone Wars poster, we've got the pin and the 2 figure packs, and then plus the swag pack. Again, on the 18th, we're going to announce a winner for that. Again, it's completely random. We're just going to, put everybody's name in a hat and draw somebody. But right now, we do have an announcement to make. The Georgia Alliance of Star Wars Collectors Ugly Sweater winners. This is something we've done since day one. We've had some amazing entries throughout every year. Last year, I think we had almost like 15 people enter, and it was absolutely insane. Mark, if you can get in my ear, am I starting from 1 to 3 or 3 to 1? I think I'm going to go 3 to 1. Can you handle that? Yeah, 3 to 1. All right. So in third place, actually, strike that. AFA donated all these amazing prizes. Marcy from AFA, if you guys know Marcy, if you guys are local here in Georgia, AFA is amazing. They always help out with the Winter Social. So we've got 50, 30, and 20 prizes. $50 gift certificate, $30, $20 gift certificates, first, second, third. So in third place, $20 gift certificate. I think I've got one right here to show it. Mr. Trent Bailey with Have a Happy Holiday Bender GASWC. There's a long story behind this. And that's from the last Winter Social from last year. And that may or may not be a tattoo of one of the club members' asses on his t-shirt. I'll leave it at that. You can figure it out on your own. Oh, man, it's so good. With a late entry. All right. In second place, for a $30 AFA gift certificates. Didn't she just win the last one? Bridget, second place. Yep. Well, it goes to show you participate and you can win. It's an amazing family photo. Absolutely amazing. And I think somebody said it on the last one. Look at that smile. Who can say no to the smile? All right. Congratulations, Bridget. And in first place, $50. I like to call him our modern wizard. He knows the DCPI number for everything around town. He knows the stock on everything. DJ with first place. Look at that pro photo there. I'm not going to say it's Baby Yoda. I'm also not going to say it's not Baby Yoda. Probably put him over the top. Congratulations, DJ. Guys, I'll send you PMs. I'll get with you and get your addresses. Again, that was $50, $30, and $20 gift certificates. And then I've also got swag packs. I've got some patches I'm going to send you, some club coins, business cards, buttons, koozies, all kinds of stuff. So all of our winners from tonight, all of our winners on the 18th are going to get a swag pack. Pretty big night tonight, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that was amazing.
Yeah. Again, having Steve Sansweet on to come on and help us out and just show some love for the club, right? Like show that the clubs are still a big thing. The local collector clubs really have a lot of support amongst the community, and let's try and reciprocate that, and everybody click that donate button and show some love back to Steve and the ranch. He went out on a limb doing this for us, and let's show him that it was worthwhile. Jason, you did a lot with your scavenger hunt and all the things you did, your videos for this weekend. What were your thoughts of the 12 Days of Winter? What were your highlights?
I loved it. I mean, the scavenger hunt was great. Making the videos were great. Personally, my favorite part was to get that Yoda video. My son and I drove out to Alabama to get the Welcome to Georgia sign. So spending some time with him that afternoon, personally, to get that video, to hang out. I mean, that's what Star Wars is all about, family. And it helped me bring my son closer to me. So that personally is my favorite, but the holidays is just a great time for family in general. So you know, this is the Georgia Alliance family, and we are all part of the same Star Wars family here. And being close to everyone, despite being so far away, is just one of my favorite parts of this whole event.
I mean, I don't think you could say it better, and hell, you might be the winner of this whole 12 Days of Winter. But I mean, that was the whole point, right? We made each one of these daily events. It was not about who you were as a collector, or wasn't even ever really about what your collection was. It was about participation. It was about family experience, whether it was you and your your wife, you and your kids, you and your dog, whatever. Hang out, have a good time, take photos, play with your toys, do some artwork, shoot a video. Like, just everybody experience Star Wars. That's why we all come together as a club. That's why we're all here. It's just to have fun, right? I think, Jason, you said it in one of your videos. We play with toys, man. We collect toys. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be fun. Glenn, let's give everybody a parting word on tomorrow and the virtual meetup. Why should they join?
Because it's going to be fun. Just be in the holiday spirit, man. This time of year, always this meetup always gets me in the holiday spirit, and that it's the start of the holidays for
Glenn's
me,
gonna cry.
and I am always gonna freaking cry. I love this club,
you,
man.
Glenn.
I love
you, buddy.
I love you, man. I love you, Justin. I miss you guys. I really do, and I wish we could do this in person. And this is the next best thing, I think, is to do it the way we're doing it. And I hope we have some fun and can bring some of the holiday
Doing the
joy.
best we can, man. We're doing the best we can. Narayan, I saved you for last, buddy. I mean, you've always been the. Here I am with the beer in hand, and but you've always been the level head of the group, and I want you to lead us out here, man. You got some special parting words for all of us, and let's not forget what this whole moment is about. So, Narayan, I'm gonna leave it to you, buddy, and cheers to 12 Days of Winter.
Absolutely, Justin. And I really want to just say thank you again to everyone. Thank you to Steve for the Q&A earlier. Thank you for Mark for producing, as you always do, come through great for us. And especially to all of the hosts for each of the days for this 12 Days of Winter, which is the first time we did this. And everyone just hit a home run. I couldn't believe the amazing participation we've had from members from all over the world, all over the country. Dave Quinn, you always hit a home run. You play Hoth was a very memorable day. Scavenger hunt, Jason, again, amazing. The decorations and the gift picks, Jerry, the childhood picks of all of us, really brought it home, I think, for a lot of us. And a lot of you probably don't know, but this last week has been a rough one for me because I've been dealing with some back spasms. And one of the things that really cheered me up, got me through the week, was seeing everybody's posts in the group, and just an amazing turnout and of all your posts. And we really appreciate that. And again, one more reminder to make sure you donate Toys for Tots. Post your pictures of you donating. Get entered in to win that ice cream patch set. So, but yeah, again, you guys have already given so much, but look forward to seeing you all again tomorrow.
All right, guys. Well, for those of you virtually with us, tune back in December 18th. We're going to be doing the Collectible of the Week live, hosted by Trent Bailey, possibly featuring Mark Rusciano's collection. It might just feature Narayan's collection again. Who knows? But we'll be announcing the rest of the club winners for the different hashtags. Use all the hashtags throughout the rest of the holiday season. Decorations, ornaments, gift picks, play Hoth. Like Narayan said, Dave Quinn's thing was just so memorable. He as Dave Quinn does, he goes above and beyond. Guys, on behalf of the Georgia Alliance of Star Wars collectors, I wish each and every one of you a happy holidays. And it's been a memorable 12 Days of Winter, and we've got one more. Cheers, gentlemen. We'll see you tomorrow.
May the Force be with you.
Hey guys,
This is
it's
the
Mark.
way.
Do you mind if I just say one thing to send us out here?
Go for it.
Speaking of the gift that keeps on giving, one of the things that we discovered in the summer social was something that Jason brought us on a consistent basis throughout that weekend, and I think it's appropriate that we go out on this note.